Going on, everyone? Today is day 13. I'm AJ. I'm back for 23 days with 23 videos, 23 moments of me. You know what I'm saying? I am currently waiting for the bus, but currently walking around because I am a little cold. But today was a great day. Not gonna lie, today was an amazing day. But one thing that I learned, even with days being really good, I try to make sure that we're not peaking way too high or going way too low. One of the things that I always learned, and something that I experienced all the time when I was growing up, when I was younger, is I would have these peaks, very, very high, and I would get to the high, but then my next day wouldn't be the same high. You know what I mean? And that next day, I'd become very upset because it wasn't as good as the day before. But ultimately, every day is a really good day. You just get to learn a little something different. You just get to learn something new. And so today, I want to just talk about the idea of actually making sure that you keep your days here, keep your days at a coast rather than having these high peaks. And for example, just like your heartbeat, if you're ever looking at, or you're ever in the doctor's office and you see, for example, like if you're in the hospital and you see all the spikes and stuff for your heartbeat, a lot of times you notice when somebody is either very nervous or very anxious, or their heart is just beating very fast, you can see the consistent spikes bouncing all over the place, in turn pumping more blood into your system, in turn causing more energy into your system, aka in turn either bringing anxiety to you, some fear to you, or just some large burst of energy. In that turn of energy, you end up actually tiring yourself out. So this same aspect throughout your day, if you are having, some good moments throughout your day and you're having these highs, if you're not going to experience and you don't go through the same thing the next day, you're going to be at the extreme low of lows the next day because you have exhausted yourself. You've worn out all of the resources that you've had within you. So there are a lot of things that are a little bit new. My day was a little bit different, and why my day was so good in a sense was because I just got to connect. I just got to talk with other people and network with other people. A lot of things that I got done with for work at Equinox got done a lot earlier, and I got things done a lot faster. So the rest of my day, I was able to just go talk to people, go meet other people, go talk with my coworkers. And something that I learned, especially with being a part of this business, is that a lot of people just have coworkers and they leave them as coworkers. And I know it's like you don't want to make a whole lot of friends in the workplace, blah blah, but it's like I think that's bullshit. Like I personally don't agree, because if you guys want a business to succeed, especially in any business, if you want a team to grow, if you want to make more money, you need to be able to connect with the people that are right next to you. You need to be able to connect with the members that are around you, the group that you're associated with. If all of you are not on the same page, you both are going to be on different ends of the stick. And aka you all are just going to start problems with one another. You both are just, or however big your team is just going to cause issues with one another. And I don't agree with that. So I want to make sure I am close with all the people that I am around. But of course, keep everything cordial. But I want to be able to connect with them. Some of the other things, for example, that I want to make sure I highlight is that in business in general, if you are the leader, aka being the high performing or the top figure, so to speak, or if you want to be the owner of the company, of course you'd want your team to be able to perform without you having to be around. So if that's the case, if you want that environment, wouldn't you want your team to be able to get along with each other without you being around? Wouldn't you want everyone to be, close with each other? Wouldn't you want everyone to have their own set goals and their own mindset, but having a same desired destination that they want to help the company grow? If you build a atmosphere like that, if you build an environment like that, there will be nothing but success. You all are going towards one desired destination, but each of you still are coming with your own opportunities. You each are coming with your own different skill sets, your own ideas, and you should be able to bounce those off of each other and bounce them off of each other with clear communication. You should be able to be comfortable with one another to give ideas rather than being scared or fearful to even speak your mind. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to buckle my backpack with one hand. But there are a lot of things that can be brought into business that are just kind of neglected. And especially in a space that, now that I'm learning in the area of business, and now that I'm working for a company that's in the same space that I want to be in, I get to see, how people operate in the world of business. They can still be very great at what they do, but you can tell they want to be a part of, only being a part of this company, this business. But if you want to expand, if you want to actually grow in a different space or a different area, you have to start thinking outside the box. You have to start thinking bigger than just being about the company. If you're a figure like me and you are wanting to be in your own business space and you are wanting to create something of your own, you should be able to learn and gather all the strategies of every place that you've been to, whether it been from work, whether it been through your school, career, whatever degree of education that you came from, whatever street knowledge that you got. How can you apply it to your life? How can you apply it to the business world that you want to be in? Does that make sense? Gathering all of that information and applying it to the world that you want to be in. From my experiences in football, of being able to persevere when things get tough, when things are a little difficult. There are a lot of times when people be like, I'm checking out, things are cooked, and whatever lingo you want to use. But I know that things can change around in the fourth quarter. There are a lot of things that can happen in the last minutes of the game that can actually change around your whole trajectory. There is an emotional battle that is involved. If you are constantly beat up and not constantly feeding the negative and pouring out the negative, you will only have a negative, and no matter what thing you're doing. If you are in the world of business, if you are in the world of school and still figuring out your route to graduation, you have to have a positive mindset of this thing or whatever I am learning educationally, whatever I am doing at this job. I can gather all this information and use it for good. I can use it for something better. There is somebody else out there in the world who wants that information that you can apply to them, that you can give them. So there's so much that you can actually use. But if you are pouring all of your energy on just focusing on all the highs and focusing and pouring all of your energy on all of the lows, there's going to be days where you're going to lack. Why would we want to have a day where we're lacking? We want to make sure we can perform at high peak performance at all times. So there's a lot of things that can pour into it. I hope you guys had a great day today. I don't know why this bus driver was honking. I hope you didn't hear it. It's a little nippy out here. It definitely feels like it's like single degrees, so I had to put my glove on. But thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys learned a little message today. It's a little cold out here, dark out here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night, great rest of your evening, and I'll see y'all on day, what was that going to be, 14? See y'all tomorrow. Peace.